Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you a preview for the Fulham Manchester United game. It's at Craven Cottage, it's this Sunday the 13th of November and it's a 4:30 kick-off. Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 4-2 win against Aston Villa at Old Trafford in the Carabao Cup third round. Manchester United came from behind twice. Manchester United's goals against Aston Villa in the Cup came from Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes and Scott McTominay. Aston Villa's goals came from Ollie Watkins and Diego Dalot scored an own goal. So there were the goals. Manchester United weren't so good in the first half, but Man United were very good in that second half. So yeah, Manchester United progressed to the fourth round of the Carabao Cup and Man United will be playing Burnley. Fulham, they lost their last game to Man City 2-1. Now, the last time Manchester United played Fulham at Craven Cottage, Manchester United won 2-1. The Fulham manager is Marco Silva. He's been the Fulham manager for over a year now. Fulham appointed Marco Silva in July of last year. When he got officially appointed in as Fulham manager, he signed a 3-year contract. Marco Silva is the former Everton, Hull, Watford, Olympiacos, Sporting Lisbon and Estoril manager. I do know some of the players that Fulham have got. Obviously, one of the best players they've got is Alexander Mitrovic. Now, he's out with injury at the moment. Mano Solomon, who Fulham have on loan, he's injured at the moment. Fulham have Willian. Don't forget, Willian is a former Chelsea and Arsenal player. Terry Ablade is an attacking player. Vinicius, who Fulham got from Benfica. Harry Wilson. Daniel James, Fulham have him on loan from Leeds. Kibano, he's out with injury at the moment. Bobby Reed. Kenny Tetty, he's suspended for this game. Harrison Weed, he's also suspended for this game. Fulham have Andres Pereira. Of course, Fulham bought him from Manchester United. So if Andres Pereira plays in this game, he'll be reuniting with Man United. Joao Palhinha. Luke Harris. Issa Diop. Fulham signed him from West Ham. Shane Duffy. Fulham signed him from Brighton. And the two goalkeepers Fulham have got, they've got Bernard Leno, who's the former Arsenal goalkeeper, and they've got Rodak, whatever you pronounce his name. Manchester United obviously still have Anthony out with injury. He's missed the last 3 or 4 games now. Sancho, he's been out with illness. Tuanzebe is still injured, but Tuanzebe doesn't get in the team anyway. Brandon Williams is still injured, but again, doesn't get in the team. Rafael Varane, he's still out with injury. By the way, Diego Dalot is suspended for this game. On another video, I will be giving you my predictions for this game. By the way, Eric Ten Hag has recently been talking about Alejandro Garnacho. He's warned Garnacho over his attitude. Garnacho, of course, got 2 assists in the Carabao Cup against Aston Villa. Garnacho also scored his first senior goal in the 1-0 away win against Real Sociedad. Revert back to around 6 months ago, Garnacho scored twice in the FA Youth Cup. Eric Ten Hag is the right manager for Manchester United. You know, this is his first full season. He does need time. You know, his expectations this season is to get Manchester United a top 4 finish. And if he can get us a top 4 finish, I'd underline that and say, yeah, that's a good first full season, and obviously build from that. If he could win a trophy, that'd be even better, because Man United have not won a trophy since 2017. There has been games this season where I do like the way Eric Ten Hag's approached them. There has been some games as well where he's got some decisions wrong, but despite that, I have not once prejudged Ten Hag. You know, so far, Ten Hag has brought 6 additions to the squad. He obviously brought Terrell Malacia in, Lisandro Martinez, Christian Eriksen, Anthony Casemiro, Martin Dubravka. Man United have spent over 200 million this year. Yeah. On the other side of things though, Ten Hag has got rid of players, but despite that, he's still inheriting players from other managerial eras. Ten Hag, of course, is looking to make more signings in January. Obviously, you know, Jude Bellingham is Man United's #1 transfer target. Man United expect him to cost around €150 million. We've been heavily linked with Benjamin Sesko. We've been, you know, linked with Max Aarons from Norwich. He's valued at around 15 million. We've recently been in for Victor Osimhen from Napoli. Victor Osimhen's agent come out though and said that Osimhen's very happy at Napoli despite his links to Man United. In January as well, Ten Hag will be looking to sell more players. You know, next year, you know, there's a very good chance that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be leaving the club. It said Cristiano Ronaldo could leave Man United this winter. He's out of contract next year, but there's an option of an additional year. Man United re-signed Ronaldo last year from Juventus, so he's been his second spell at Man United. I heard Ronaldo could be going back to Sporting Lisbon. Napoli and Chelsea have also been interested in him. Man United could possibly sell Martial next year. There again, he might stay. Because in the games he has played in this season, he's done pretty well. But he's had a good 4 injuries this season, so he has missed a lot of games. Like I mentioned, he scored in the cup game against Villa. He come back from injury not so long ago. Alex Telles, I reckon Man United will get rid of him permanently because he's out on loan with Sevilla. He enjoyed a difficult time when he was at Man United. Didn't get in the team enough. You know, Luke Shaw was obviously ahead of him. And obviously now with having Terrell Malacia, Telles can't get it in. You know, if he was to return from his loan spell from Sevilla. Eric Bailly, we'll get rid of him permanently. He's out on loan with Marseille. You can't get in the Man United team if he was to come back, because obviously you've got Martinez and Varane that are our first choice centre halves, and obviously you've got Maguire and Lindelof that are backups. Phil Jones, I reckon he'll be going as well next year. Brandon Williams, he'll be going as well. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I'm hearing that he's going back to Crystal Palace. De Gea's future is in doubt. But there again, it recently said that De Gea will accept a major pay cut to stay at Man United. De Gea's out of contract at the end of the season. Tommy, and I reckon we'll get rid of him. He's our third choice goalkeeper. Man United got him from Aston Villa on a free transfer. So there you go. But we have seen a lot of players leave Manchester United this year, as you all know. Now, obviously, the news regarding the Glazers. The club have been in talks to sell the club as the Glazers' valuation's been revealed. The Glazers want just under £4 billion. Revert back to a few weeks ago though, Sir Jim Ratcliffe came out and said that the Glazers don't want to sell Man United, because at that point Sir Jim Ratcliffe did admit he would have bought the club during the summer if the club had been up for sale. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is Britain's richest man. He's the chairman of Ineos. He recently ruled out by Man United or Liverpool. As you all know, FSG have just put Liverpool up for sale. But the Glazers, like I've said, they've been a massive problem at the club for a long time. They've owned Man United for, 17 years or so now, and for such a long time now, United fans have been protesting against the Glazers. Obviously, not so long ago, Edwin van der Sar dismissed talks of becoming Man United's director of football. Edwin van der Sar was linked to that director's role for such a long time. Edwin van der Sar knows Man United through thick and thin. He's the former Man United goalkeeper. He was the United goalkeeper for 6 years. He's obviously now the CEO at Ajax, and he's done really well at Ajax to his credit. The other week, like I updated you and a lot of other United fans would have updated you, it said Man United were close to agreeing a deal for Michael Edwards. Michael Edwards is a former Liverpool sporting director. He was at Liverpool for around 11 years. United though, you've got obviously Erik ten Hag, who's a manager. You've got Mitchell van der Gaag and Steve McClaren, who ten Hag recommended in, and you've got the Glazers. Ferguson earlier on this year came back to Man United in an advisory role, Benny McCarthy, and we've got John Murtough and Richard Arnold. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.